you? That's my first question.
You could go with Clav.
Do you go by Braden anymore?
Haven't heard that one in a while.
Clavicular, a Looksmaxxing creator who started his online activity in October 2021 and posted his first TikTok video in April 2021. Clav, as a kid, was bullied in high school, and Clav himself described himself as neurodivergent and not good looking, and in this clip he describes a little bit more about what he would do.
In high school, I used to literally not talk for I'm pretty sure the longest I've gone without speaking was 4 days. I didn't say a single word. And this was very common. Sometimes my parents would ask me a question because I'd accidentally run into them and it would ruin my streak. You know, and I didn't even purposefully do this where I'm all right, I'm gonna see how long I could go without speaking. I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I really didn't want to talk to anyone. And I'm not even trolling. Dude, I was so subhuman and so disgusting looking. You know, I didn't even feel necessarily comfortable showing my face and speak.
After this period of going online and uploading videos on TikTok, he would eventually start uploading videos on YouTube, starting in early 2025, where he would upload videos of himself bone smashing, which is one of the viral things that he created, as when you smash your face, it makes your bones bigger. And along with this, he would go over what methods work and what methods don't work when it comes to Looksmaxxing. And on TikTok, he would often call out other creators, such as Baby Sickly and Oscar Patel, for frauding and their methods not actually working. As with Oscar Patel, there was a Discord screenshot found of him saying, "What is a maxilla?" which is the biggest bone in your face. And Clav used this to say that he was a fraud and that he didn't know what he was talking about. And someone else named K-Shami joined in on this, and they would end up collabing. They'd go over what works, what doesn't work, and they would also end up just going ham on Oscar Patel and saying that he was a fraud. Eventually, in June of 2025, they would end up meeting up along with many other creators in an event known as Locked In.
Thank you for the invite to Locked In, Brennan.
Of course,
Much
man.
appreciated.
You're taking everybody to your house now, because I need them.
Absolutely not.
I need them out of here.
I'll get them out of here for you, but definitely not back to mine.
Dude, they can hang out with you, bro.
Doing the same thing.
Come on, bro. That's a good group of guys, dude. Look at them.
Locked In is an event hosted by the health creator Santa Cruz, where he gathers up a bunch of creators, most notably from the Looksmaxxing community. People such as Cookie King, Vexbolts, other members of the Yeast Squad, and Hoopify were there, and this time, Clavicular was there. Clav and Cookie King were pretty good friends during this time, and Clav was friends with other people such as K-Shami and Santa Cruz. But however, when Clav ended up showing up, a lot of drama ended up coming from him. And this all first started when a clip of Clav saying a racial slur began to circulate.
Look. Molecule, not one.
After this, two creators, Ethan Muth and Sam Zia, would end up going after Clav for saying this. After this as well, Clav would get into even more controversy because he said that Marlon doesn't mog because he's black.
All of you? Yeah, but he's black.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's not?
Have you seen his parents? They're white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's just really tan. Well, he does mom.
He mogs us too, but
Because of this clip, Ethan Muth would make a video making fun of the fact that Clav started tapping his finger on the table after saying that.
You're sitting at a table with your friends and you tell a racist joke and nobody laughs, so you just sit there and kind of finger tap on the table.
After this, Clavicular decided to post a 1-minute response video on his TikTok where he responded to all of the allegations of him being racist, and he fired back at Ethan Muth.
Would you rather be 5 foot with the same face you have now, or would you rather be the same height and Indian? This is a quote from spineless Ethan Muth, the guy who's coming after me currently for racism. Ethan started a hate campaign on me a little while ago, but it started to gain traction after I made a joke saying Marlon doesn't mog me because he's black. Anyone virtue signaling to me about the Marlon joke is basically admitting that they would sell out any of their friends or followers over a joke that they made. Ethan Muth is actively racist against Indian people, who by the way are the most marginalized group in the dating pool.
Jokes have existed forever. It would be the same thing as me saying white people can't season their food.
Would you rather be 5 foot with the same face that you have now, or be the same height you are now but be Indian?
That's the difference between racism and stereotypes.
This guy is more racist and misogynistic than any black pillar I know, and the problem is he doesn't even realize it. But my main problem with this whole ordeal was the fact that you guys dragged Cookie King, who's a good friend of mine, through the mud. The fact that you would backstab your friend to fuel your hate campaign on me shows me all I need to know about your character. Even though Cookie disassociated with me, I would still back him up no matter what. The point of this video is not to justify myself to anyone, but to show you that the people morally grandstanding are horrible friends to Cookie.
After this video, Ethan Muth apologized, and then in real life, Ethan and Clav met up along with Clav's girlfriend.
We chose to come to me out of this whole situation because I felt like you thought you're capitalizing on what your fans wanted to hear, and I didn't appreciate that because I wasn't a part of it at all. But I appreciate you saying sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, the thing is, you could talk to me 10 times worse than her, but she's not a part of, like, the whole Looksmaxxing thing. She's not desensitized. She's just a young girl, you know what I mean? So, I appreciate the apology. I'll believe it. Sound like I mean it.
No, I think Ethan does mean it.
I think I can tell this is just a high anxiety moment.
After this, Clav would then go after Sam Zia for going after his good friend Cookie King. I can't find the clip, unfortunately, of Sam Zia going after Cookie King, but what Sam said was that Cookie King was a bad friend, a racist, and since he's friends with Clav, he's also racist. And this is why Clav made a response video to him, calling him out for also being racist, as Sam Zia did say the N-word in a clip that Clav found.
Further psychoanalysis of sociopath.
I genuinely have OCD.
Fucking fast food meals that could feed an entire family of 8.
You could encourage people from a place of love and empathy for their struggles, but kicking people while they're down and making fun of their mental illness is not good friendship. Sociopath has spent years ruining Cookie King's sense of self-worth, so I think it's for the best that he's not around Cookie anymore.
I would get a fucking Airbnb. I would always let Cookie King stay with me. I would always buy him the best food, make sure he's well fed.
Like Cookie said in his response video, he will buy you things so he can do whatever he wants to you.
The whole thing with Lance, people think I switched up on him for money, bro.
The fact that he used Lance purely for personal gain, then slandered him with lies and discarded him, plays right into his sociopathic psychology. The reason that I'm making this video is because mental health is very important, so it is imperative that you identify people who ruin your mental well-being and quality of life. Y'all probably have that one friend like Sam who's really just a wolf in sheep's clothing, so it's crucial that you end those toxic relations.
After this, Ethan Muth and Clav had made up, but Santa Cruz does decide to kick all 3 of them out, which is Clav, Sam Zia, and Ethan Muth. However, though, this doesn't change a thing, as Clav shows up to day 1 of the locked-in, and so does Ethan. And then later that night, Sam Zia also shows up to the house, which leads to big arguments, and Santa Cruz and Sam Zia got into a big fight, and yeah, I'll just play the clip.
Get him to go hang out with you somewhere else, not here. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You show up here unannounced.
What if something happens? I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna post this unless you.
It's disrespectful if they're trying to have a conversation and you're recording.
This is where we are. Like, this is the whole thing.
You can't let 2 people talk for a second. Okay, whatever. I'm just saying the principle is shitty.
It's true. He's right. But
Okay.
Can we just not be dicks for? Can we let men work things out for 2 seconds?
Okay.
As you can see in the background, Sam Zia and Santa Cruz are arguing, and while Hoopify is recording, Clav comes up to him and presses him for recording. Clav does this to several other creators such as Vexbolts and PowEnvy, as they all get scared and they run away. And because of this, Locked In is shut down and it ends up stopping and everybody leaves.
Political views? Politics or jester?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's actually really based.
Oh, it's really based? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
no, I'm
it's
just
really
kidding.
based.
I think politics are really cool.
That right there is Clav collaborating with far-right influencer Nick Fuentes. In this video, he's also making fun of the racist joke that he made, as he clearly doesn't show any remorse for it. But however, during this time period, he collabs with people like Fuentes and a couple other Looksmaxxers, and during this time, he does start streaming on Kick. During this time, from September to November, Clavicular gets a new girlfriend, and he continues streaming on Kick and a couple other platforms. And while in a stream, he calls Cuffum subhuman, and on November 4th, he decides to collab with Cuffum, and here is a clip from it.
You think I'm the ugliest streamer ever? You stand by that?
Yeah, I think you're definitely...
Okay, looking at me now.
Yeah.
Be honest, you stand by that. I'm the ugliest streamer ever.
That I've come across. Either you or Snaggy, yeah.
So
Clav would then continue streaming with Cuffum as they did a IRL meetup, And along with this, he also kept on streaming with people like Chesser, and he began to stream with Aiden Ross, and sometimes some other small creators and Fuentes would pop in to their streams as well. Later in that clip, Clavicular would run over that stream sniper, and people like Aiden Ross would end up helping him out. And I don't know the full details of what happened afterwards, but that's what happened in the clip. And this ended up becoming a pretty big event in the streaming world, as Clav had previously gotten in some trouble for saying a bunch of slurs on Twitter and his streams, and now he had just ran someone over. But bigger events would happen much later in January.
I will be young forever. You make me feel like I'm living right.
Clav ended up streaming with many far-right influencers in this period, such as Nick Fuentes, Sneeko, and the Tate brothers, and Myron. And what they did is that they hopped on his bus and they went to the club and they sang some music. Now, the reason why this stream went super viral across the entire internet, as even news stations found this, is because while they were in the bus, Clav decided that it would be a good idea to allow someone to turn on Kanye's extremely controversial song. And I'm gonna play a clip without the music, but yeah, they were all singing it and it got a lot of traction.
You're sitting at a table with your friends and you tell a racist joke and nobody laughs, so you just sit there and kind of like finger tap on the table.
All of you? Yeah, but he's black.
So they end up singing that song in the bus, which goes viral, and they also sing it one more time in a club, and this results in Clav and all of the other dudes getting banned from all Miami nightclubs, and Cuffum also decides to switch up on Clav because of this. And this goes viral, it goes all over the internet, and this then results in Clav going on an interview with Piers Morgan.
What do you want me to apologize for?
For being involved with Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein.
So that's a clip from Clav on Piers Morgan, and he did a lot of other things, like calling out Piers for not asking him how to send, so that way his wife wouldn't send messages
like when
on
my
Twitter.
husband's away, Mr.
And
Sun comes up
he
to play.
also, yet again, called him out for more stuff about Epstein, and Piers Morgan, he denied all of it. And this ended up going very viral on the internet, as a lot of people said that Clav actually cooked Piers Morgan. So this ended up being a very big plus for Clav, as he ended up making it into a joke instead of making it an actual serious interview. Around this time as well, Clavicular would end up visiting ASU during the early February, and while he was in a stream, an ASU frat leader pops up and absolutely frame-mogs him to oblivion. And this caused the internet to go absolutely bonkers over it, as people were saying that, like, the world's ending, people should cancel school, and, like, this is our generation's 9/11. So that made Clav look pretty stupid. Clav was arrested in March, so this is about a month later after the Piers Morgan interview, and this went viral not because he shot an alligator, but because it looked like that he had descended in his mugshot, and this went viral all over the internet as people were saying that he was washed, and a reason why people think that he might have been descending was because of the drugs that he were using. People thought that it was decomposing him, and this ended up going pretty viral.
How do you feel? Tarzan. You're good. I'm here. Take your second. Take your time.
Clav had a seizure in April, and this went pretty viral because people were saying that this is like a sign of his health rapidly decreasing, as first he's decomposing and now he's having seizures. And yeah, this ended up being pretty big, as people actually started to be a little bit concerned for him. After this, in May of 2026, Clavicular would then appear in court for shooting an alligator, and while this was happening, some people noticed that he got mogged by his judge, which for some reason it ended up making pretty big headlines in the news. And yeah, Clavicular even admitted it on his stream that he got mocked by his judge. So in June, Clavicular decided to get a nose job, and a lot of people said that it looked worse, as a lot of people compared him to young Sheldon, and even young Sheldon's actor decided to say that he mocks him. And he talked about this on a lot of podcasts as well. Like, I'm pretty sure he talked about it on Logan Paul's, and it looked like that he was regretting it. But at the end of June, he did decide to go to a very interesting place, which I'm going to talk about next. There you have it, folks. The guy who sang that one Kanye song is now in Israel, and he seemed to be having a good time, but he did have some bad instances, as he did get interviewed by like some Israeli media thing, and they asked him to apologize for singing that song, and he said, "No, you're wasting my time." And he also hanged out with, I'm pretty sure, one of like a high-ranking IDF person who like has access to all the social media things, and she got in trouble. I'm pretty sure she's getting reported for treason. But yeah, that's all the news on Clavicular now. Alright guys, just one quick note from me. This video took a long time. I couldn't include anything, as I forgot to include the Jack and Neo podcast that Clev did, the thing with that one trading girl, I forget her name, and I'm sure there's a couple other things I forgot, like when he first got arrested for having a fake ID, but I tried to include as most as I could, and I mainly wanted to focus on the Cookieverse situation, or Locked In, and the Piers Morgan thing, and yeah.